Welcome to Keon's Cafe and Beyond. Today I'm going to show you how to make dill lima bean rice known as Shiveed, Baghali, polo. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So what we need for this rice, we need 3.5 cups basmati rice, about 2 to 3 cups of fresh chopped dill. Now this combined is more than 2 to 3 cups, but this is here so I show you how to get to this, and then we'll chop this, but you have to make sure these are washed beforehand. You also need 3 cups baby lima beans. You can find a 1-pound bag of them in any section of any chain grocery store. 2 melted cubes of saffron. I have a video on how to prepare saffron and the best way to get the most color and the most out of it. Garlic powder, we need to sprinkle it on our rice, so it must be in a shaker. 2.5 tablespoons salt, 3/4 of a cup vegetable oil. So for dill, how we get to this, which is what we want, you don't need this stem part at all. So what you do is you just clip off the little ends from it, and then you get rid of the stem. So you just clip it off, because we only want this top part of it and not this entire stem. So now it's time to cut your dill. What you do is you wrap it up all together, and then you just cut. And you want to end up cutting it really small pieces. So this is about the thinness you want them at. And now we are going to start on our rice. So now what we do is we're going to fill up our rice and wash it. So now you just want to mix it around like this, and then you are going to dump your water out, not your rice. And then you're just going to repeat this 1 to 2 more times. So now you have rinsed your rice 1 or 2 times. And then how you check if you have enough water is you put your finger on top of the rice, and then you want it to be about 1.5 knuckles to a knuckle. But now my rice has been rinsed out, and now I'm going to put it on my stove. So now for this recipe of rice, you are going to dump your water the second one side of your rice comes up. You're going to dump it so you can add in your other ingredients. But now your first step is you want to turn your stove on to medium-high heat, and then you want to add in your salt. So now, as you can see right here in my corner, my rice has came up to my water level. So now I'm going to turn my heat off, and I am going to go strain my rice. So now we are just going to go ahead and strain it, and then rinse it out with cold water. So now in the same pot, we're just going to add in water to the bottom of it. And then we are going to put it on our stove and bring it to a simmer. Now you are just going to bring your water to a simmer. So now that it's came to a simmer, we're going to add in our 3/4 cup of oil. And then we are going to also add in our saffron. And now we're just going to cut the heat. So now we are going to basically layer our rice. So we're going to add in our rice to our bottom. And this needs to completely cover the bottom to where you don't see the bottom of the pot anymore. So now that we have done that, we are going to add in some of our lima beans. So now we are going to add in our dill on top of it. And then we are going to add our garlic on top. Be a little generous with it. And then you just repeat that process. So now we have to make it like a dome shape for the best type of rice, for it to come out the best. And then you want to just put holes in it with the bottom of a spoon, 4 around it and 1 in the middle. So now you want to put your lid on. You want to turn it on to high heat for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then low heat for about 40 minutes to 50 minutes. And you want to have one of these covers on your lid so that none of the heat gets out. And just for some security, you want to put a second pot on top of it. So now we are going to just put it underwater just so the bottom of the rice doesn't stick to the pot. And then you turn it around and do it on the other side. So now this is how it looks, and now we are going to add our serving tray on top, and then we are going to grab it and flip. Now, moment of truth. Oh, wow. Now, this is the finished product. The bottom of it stuck to my pan, so I had to take it out by force. If this rice can go with 4 different types of food. It goes with fish, lamb shanks, chicken, and beef. If you like this video, subscribe, give me a like, and if you have any comments or recommendations, put them in the comment section down below.